What is up, friends? Welcome to VEDA Day 12. Today I'm going to do a My Thoughts video, and it's based off of an article that I read called 7 Unmistakable Signs That You Are an Introvert. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Shoutouts in that. Yeah.
I found this article randomly, I believe through Twitter, and I read it, and it really was like kind of an eye-opener. So I thought that I would make a video about it because I'm sure there are other people that can relate to it and kind of share my thoughts and my personal, my personal relation to the 7 signs. Now, I feel like to some extent when I was younger, I was always kind of an introvert when I look back on it, and I didn't know. But as I got older and I had a, pretty major fallout with some really close friends, I think that it definitely affected me. But I think it made me more of an introvert, so to speak. But I think the signs were always kind of there. Let's go ahead and get into the 7 signs of being an introvert. And each step that I go into, I'll explain where I fall and relate to it. Step 1. You are a homebody. An introvert prefers to stay at home than go out with friends. When they go to a party, they usually have a good time, but they'd rather be home. Almost every introvert is a homebody. If you are a person whom your friends have to drag out every Friday night, you might be a true introvert. Reading a good book or watching a favorite movie is much better for you than going and having fun. Now, this is something that's always been kind of true to me. I loved to party when I was younger, but I didn't usually try that much. It was usually my friends like, hey, let's go. It's not like I was looking for the party. As I got older, it became worse. So you can ask like some of my closest friends, they would always try to get me to go out, go to the clubs, go to do this. And I never really wanted to, and they always just had to drag me. And yes, I would have a good time, but it was never something that I really wanted to. Now, when I was a teenager in high school, I partied a lot. But again, it's not like I went out of my way to look for these parties. It was always like, hey, my buddies. And at that time, I kind of had that feeling, but I was a little more like open. I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't as closed off. All right. Step 2, or sign 2. You love quiet. If you love and enjoy quiet, this is another sign you are an introvert. In fact, everybody can enjoy the quiet, whether they're an extrovert or an introvert. But introverts enjoy it in an unusual way. They crave quiet because it energizes them, boosts their mood, and makes them feel happy and ready to cope with any situations. Now this one, I'm kind of like this, because I don't feel like it energizes me or puts me in a good mood necessarily, but I do enjoy quiet, and I really like quiet, which is hard when you have an autistic son, or any kids for that matter. Quiet is pretty much almost never an option, but that is one thing that I love about swimming, because when you go underwater, it's so peaceful. And that's, I guess that's actually a little fact about me that you may not know. I love to swim, and I love just being underwater because it's quiet. I don't really feel like it energizes me and boosts my mood or anything. So I'm kind of like this on that one. Sign 3. Social situations usually stress you. If social situations usually stress you, you might be a true introvert. Many introverts can pretend they are outgoing when they feel they need to be, but they feel uncomfortable, and they look for ways to spend at least a few hours alone. They feel relieved when they've gotten through social situations and can be in their little world again. Now this one again is kind of, I don't necessarily want to say my own world, but I definitely get, I do feel stressed in very social situations. So like going to, places that are really crowded. Going to places that are really crowded can definitely take a toll on me. It's not always stressful, and it also depends on the circumstances, but in most cases, it does. It feels like I feel like I'm drained when I'm in like very, very social, very big, public, crowded areas. Now that doesn't mean that I can't enjoy it, but it definitely takes a lot out of me. Sign 4. A surprise party isn't your cup of tea. For an introvert, a surprise party is simply the end of the world. They don't like to be the center of attention, and they hate all the fuss made over them. Sure, they appreciate the gesture, but a surprise party isn't for them. A quiet and modest celebration with a few close friends or family is enough for them. Introverts don't like spontaneous trips, unplanned dates, and huge parties as well. This one is actually incredibly true. I like things to be planned out. It's not that I don't like surprise parties, but I definitely don't like to be the center of attention. I don't really know what causes that. In fact, I think some of it may be just personal, like things inside. I always appreciate when people, give me attention or compliment me, things of that nature, but I have a really hard time accepting those kinds of things. I feel very uncomfortable in those kind of situations where, the focus is on me. Sign number 5. You need recovery time after a social event. While social situations energize extroverts, they can drain introverts. If you need recovery time after a social event to get back to yourself and feel like you're normal again, you are a true introvert. You may want to find a way to spend time alone and hear your thoughts again. It's not bad, because being an extrovert or introvert are acceptable types of personalities these days. Now, this one I have to say is definitely true. Whenever I'm in really big social events, or even in just a crowded room, even if I'm not being social, but there's just tons of people around me, I really feel drained after that. So like Disneyland, that was tough for me, but it was worthwhile because it was a lot of fun. I had a really good time, and I got to spend and make memories with my family, which was awesome. But each day, I felt like I just wanted some time to recover. But it was like, we're on vacation, we gotta live it up, right? So afterwards, it took me, I want to say about 3 days to really kind of feel, back to normal again. Like I had to kind of re-energize myself. So this one is definitely true. It can definitely drain me, which is, sounds weird, but, that's just how I am. Sign number 6. You prefer to interact with people one-on-one. An introvert always prefers to interact with people one-on-one and try to avoid a large group of people. They feel comfortable and enjoy a chat when they communicate with 1 or 2 individuals. If you are an introvert, a large group of people can throw you off. If given the choice, you join a small group setting instead of a huge gathering. This one is true to a certain extent. So this one is another one where I'm kind of like this. I do prefer more of a one-on-one instead of big group situations. I definitely don't like public speaking. And when I've had to talk in front of a lot of people, I get very nervous. Which is odd because I was a general manager for a long time, and sometimes we would have team meetings, and I would obviously have to run the show. So definitely not the easiest thing for me to do, but I can, step it up when I need to. But yeah, I agree with this one to an extent, but if I'm in a group of my close friends, I don't mind that. To me, that is enjoyable. But if it's a group of my close friends and we're out in a club or a party or something, then I get very uncomfortable. If, so when my friends, specifically my friend CJ, when he has big family parties and it's all my closest friends and we're just hanging out, those types of things don't bother me too much because, it feels like family, it feels, it's comfortable. So that's where I'm kind of like this. If it's a big group of people that I don't really know, then yeah, I get very uncomfortable. I'd prefer one-on-one interactions with individuals per se in that situation. Even that, I can get a little weary. But a group of good friends that feel like family to me, that comfort zone is there, so it does make things a little bit different. Sign number 7, you have few friends. Every person needs friends, and an introvert is no exception. An introvert focuses more on the quality of their friends than the quantity of them. They don't care how many friendships they have. Introverts select their friends wisely, and when they find them, they are devoted to their friendships. This, I have to say that this is pretty true, but it's very vague in the way it describes it. Because I think you can have tons of friends, but like real solid friends, I feel like you don't have a lot of those, or you may not. I'm fortunate in my life to have made a handful of really close friends. I'm very grateful for that. But I do have a lot of people that I am really cool with and that I know from, many years. I just don't hang out with them, and I haven't hung out with them for very long times. But when we see each other, it's like good memories, good times. It's friends like that. Then you have your really close friends that are damn near family. I can say comfortably that I have 3 of those that I consider like brothers to me. For me, I guess you could say that I only have a few really close friends, but I do have a lot of friends, like a lot of people that I know that I'm really cool with. So that is the 7 unmistakable signs that you are an introvert. And for me, I feel like I'm categorized enough in there to consider myself an introvert. And I'm okay with that. I wanted to do YouTube for many different reasons. To kind of share my life, share my experiences, show my son growing up, show my struggles. Also to kind of help me break out of that shell again. Now I know that because of how I've been my entire life, there are certain aspects of this that I'll never be able to break away from fully because it's just kind of how I'm wired, and I'm okay with that. But as far as kind of being more social and being more outgoing, it's just something that I kind of want back because even though I didn't like to go out and party all the time, even though I don't like to be in huge social situations, it's like I do want to be able to network and meet new people and see different interests. And I've been able to do that with YouTube so far, which is why I love it. And I've had people reach out to me wanting to, meet up and hang out that are fellow YouTubers. And that's something that interests me, but it makes me very nervous. But that's kind of why I want to do this. And it's another reason why I want to go to Vlogger Fair, because it's a more intimate gathering of YouTubers rather than like VidCon where it's like huge. Vlogger Fair is more intimate, which is appealing to me. And even though it'll still be a huge social situation, it's something that I can ease myself into and allow myself to kind of break that shell a little bit. I don't know. That's why I wanted to share this. That's why I wanted to talk about this. So I hope you guys appreciated this video. It's something a little bit different and does explore more personal side of me and share a little bit about me that I actually have not shared before. So, again, welcome to my thoughts. And again, if you want, right here, you guys could watch a vlog, the 3rd vlog that I ever posted onto YouTube from 2 years ago, which was pretty odd but cool because you get to meet my friend CJ. We used to be both general managers for the same company, so that was fun. Go check that out. Otherwise, you can go and watch yesterday's vlog. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave comments, engage in that conversation with me, because I love the interaction from you guys. And don't forget to share if you think somebody else would enjoy this video or can relate to it. That's why I do these ones particularly, for people to kind of reach out and really feel that they're not alone. So don't forget to do that if you want to. But until the next video, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Don't forget to always shoot for your dreams, always shoot for happiness, because the sky's the limit, which means you guys can do whatever you want. And I will see you tomorrow. Or, if you never watch my vlogs, I'll see you in the next My series. Peace!